All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do the Queen Amidala brick heads. We have two left in the brick heads May the 4th release. We have Queen Amidala, and finally it will be Darth Maul. So we need bag three. Queen Amidala one I was looking forward to doing because of how colorful, lots of reds, things like that, how colorful the brickhead looks, at least on the paper. I'm hoping that will translate to real life. All right. The brickhead builds have been a lot of fun. I've talked about it repeatedly that, in the beginning when I was collecting Star Wars, I kind of shied away from it because it just, due to you know, my incorrect thinking that they just looked, boxy, wonky. They just didn't quite have um, the same as other like Star Wars collectibles. Well, as I started to go along, I decided to build my very first one, which was Boba Fett. And it turned out much better than I thought, and I kind of became a fan right after that. And I'm glad I did because brickhead builds has been something that I really enjoy. I try to stay on top of brickheads when they're released. I don't think I've missed a release in like 2 years or whatever. So that's kind of exciting. I love that part. And it's an inexpensive Lego set. People are, struggling like to buy some of the more mainstream sets. You could still remain a fan of Lego without spending an arm and a leg to get these brickheads and build them. And that's the nice part. It caters to every type of collector. All right. All right, that's what it looks like so far. And I enjoy the brickhead builds because, they are fairly fast, relatively speaking. You can usually get a brickhead set build in under 30 minutes, which I know if you're creating content for TikTok and everything, time is important. So I mentioned this in the previous video I did, but somebody had asked me, what is the point of doing videos, posting them? Are you like trying to become an influencer or whatever? And my answer to him was no. And the reason for that is when you're a fan of a product, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're a fan of it, you want to champion that brand. Um, you want to let people know what you think about it because you're buying it, right? But you want to be able to champion it. And I think it's important to have, honestly, non paid opinions about a product. People that are ambassadors or, influencers, they want to talk about you know, stuff that's going to keep them going in the brand, whether they like it or not. You're never going to know. But if you have unpaid opinions, then you know it's not being influenced by anything. And that's important. Um, because for some that have limited budget, they want to know. If I only got X amount of dollars to spend on something, I want to know to make sure that this is the right way to go, you know, because I don't want to waste my money. And um, I think that's hugely important. Not to take away anything that of people that are doing ambassadorships or, you know, influencer sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. Um, you know, they have a right to do that. If they're loving what they're doing, great, keep it going. But I think there's a segment of the population that like just uninfluenced opinions. So, all right, we are cruising right along with this build. It is going very fast. Although I've only taken out one bag, I haven't looked ahead to see. Most likely it is two bags. All right. Well, you're definitely eating up the pieces in this bag pretty fast. This will obviously be a two bag performance. All right. This is a ×2. All right, that's what it's looking like so far. All right, I'm gonna need bag 4 as soon as we're done with this part. This is a ×2 as well. I think it's like that. Oh, so these are going to be shoulders and arms of Queen Amidala. Very nice. All right, bag 4. I've actually never seen a brickhead set go over 2 bags. Maybe if you guys know, have you seen any brickheads that have gone past 2 bags before? In other genres, maybe? I've never seen it like with Star Wars. I don't recall. So we got the red on the cheeks, and these are the eyes. All right, and we got the forehead. All right, look at that. That is the face. Very nice. I love the color. It's awesome. Stands out definitely from other brickhead builds I've done. I love the white contrast is nice. Very nice, very nice. There we go. There's a piece. All right, I need the small singles, and this is going to be two put together. All right, and that is put on just like that. Just like that. And it goes on the back. Just like that. Like this. All right. So I'll probably say this for every video that I do. I'm curious to know what you guys built last. What your next build will be. Could be Star Wars or non-Star Wars. Lego's Lego. And if you had an unlimited budget, what would be a dream set that you would pick up for yourself and build? I know for me personally, if I had unlimited funds, I would go after the Death Star. Because I think the last time I looked, it retails for roughly $1,200. All right, this is the back. This is Queen Amidala's hair. All right. I'm moving on, moving on. Some of my Lego background, I've been a pretty big Lego collector over the last couple years. I don't do every Lego set, only the ones that kind of fancy me. I enjoy all of the stuff that is like from my childhood, meaning, you know, the Pac-Man, the Atari, the Nintendo, um, those kind of builds. I've done those. I am a fan of Jurassic Park. I really love doing those builds. Technics, I'm a fan of those just because of um, the difficulty. I like a difficulty rating that's pretty good. Um, you know, I've done the Ferrari, I've done the helicopter, the McLaren. I'm wanting to do the Mercedes F1 car at some point. Yeah, look at that. I've done like the lighthouse. I know Stacy, she's done 3/4 of the first Disney castle. I finished it for her, and then I built her the newer Disney castle, being a Disney fan that she is. So yeah, so it's not just Star Wars that I've been into. I've been into other Lego sets as well. I've done like the Home Alone, obviously the Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. There is one side of her. All right, and we're doing the other side. All right, this out there like that. Oop. All right. We are on the downhill swing of this build. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, what do we got left? We got our front part, her little headdress here. All right. Looks like it sits just like that. Look at that. And the 2 gold accents on the top, and then it's the stand, and then we are finished. Very nice. The stand is always the finishing touch of any brickhead build. Once you get to that, you know you're finished. It's over. Her base, though, I don't even know if you need the stand because her base is wide. But I didn't even get that centered very well. Hold on. There we go. Nice and centered. All right, guys, that is the Queen Amidala build. We have one more left that we're going to be doing, and that is the Darth Maul. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that.